Virtue, 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 where are you? Virtue, virtue, virtue.
Hello, everyone. So there's something I have to address. I've been reading through the comments of that video that Devin Tracy uploaded to his channel, where he recorded part of my live stream. And people in the comments, some of them were calling me a prude, because now I'm being more outspoken against butt sex. And this is the comment I really want to address here. Rowan is just as Anna Kasparian, also better than the rest of us. They should mate. What a star child it would be. So this person's just condescending, mocking what I'm doing. This isn't just me trying to virtue signal. This isn't just me trying to get on a soapbox. No, this is me trying to help people. Okay? Learn the difference between a virtue signal and someone actually going out there and trying to fix people. It's like, what comes to my mind is that little kid from Pay It Forward. Okay? That kid was trying to help people. He thought he could fix people. Now, is that kid just a virtue signaler? You know what I mean? He had a good idea. And here's the thing. What happens when you really are better than a lot of people? Okay? You have to remember that it is possible to be better than people. So if you are better and you know you're better in some ways and you have real virtue, should you just not say that? Should you just hide your virtue? No. You wouldn't hide your virtue if you wanted to help people. People need an example. People need to know that there's a better way to live, that you don't have to have butt sex, for instance, and that you can do things better. You know what I mean? It's important to know where you stand in comparison to other people, and to know the virtues you have and the virtues that other people are lacking. And that's how you help people. I'm trying to just raise the bar. I'm trying to get people, to the next level of virtue. And so in doing so, naturally, you have to announce your virtue. You know what I mean? You have to announce some of your virtue because they have to know what they're doing wrong and they have to know what you're doing right. And that's not, okay, that might be virtue signaling, but there's some instances where it's appropriate to virtue signal. It's like a beacon call of virtue. You're saying, look, here's where I stand on an issue. Here's where I stand on the issue of butt sex, for instance.
It's fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Here's where I stand on the issue of death, on the issue of open borders and immigration, all these important issues. We have to virtue signal in a way, if you want to call it virtue signaling, that has such a negative connotation. So people, if they want to call me a prude or whatever, calling someone a prude is just a way for them to deflect. Like, it's a way for people who don't have the virtue, like, they probably feel like deep down they know I'm right, and now they're trying to, they're trying to deflect off their own faults. Their flaws. They feel guilty probably that they're having butt sex, and they feel, shame about it deep down inside. And instead of just correcting themselves, they have to attack the messenger. So being judgmental and judging all these problems in the world, in doing so, it might come across as virtue signaling sometimes. That's just the way it is. When you judge people, you're automatically saying, look, I'm not guilty of that. And that's what's important. It's important that when you do judge people and when you do announce your virtue, that it's honest, it's real, and that you're not being a hypocrite. That's more important. And statistically, it's just a mathematical thing. There are going to be people that are better than other people. What's important is that if you do say that you're better, that you're right about that you're genuinely better. You know what I mean? So it's about fixing people and raising the bar.
Jesus, dude. What's happened? It's like something's lowered the bar to the point that nobody feels any shame anymore.
Well, dude, it's not like the bar is this actual physical thing.
Announcing where you stand on an issue, or announcing your virtues, if they're real, if they're legitimate virtues that you have, if you're not being hypocritical, this is just a way to help people. It's a way to raise the bar, give people an example of how they could be. You know, that there's a better way to go. You don't have to have butt sex. No one's forcing you to have butt sex. No one's forcing you to live dangerously and risk your health. No one's forcing you to do that. That's your choice. And I'm just trying to expose those people as making the wrong choice. And they can fix themselves and become better people.
So now you say, but is this achievable? It's pie-eyed, it's unrealistic. A lot of people have said that, and those people are wrong.
And that's how I'm trying to fix them, by exposing their flaws. This is what it's about. This is what judgment's about. You judge people to help them. Like, we're not all equal here, people. There are some of us that are better than others. That's just the way it is. So instead of getting all offended or whatever, you could just actually try fixing your flaws. You could just be a better person. Raise your standards for yourself and be a more perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? Get to the next level of virtue so that you can judge other people and that you're not being a hypocrite when you judge other people. Anyway, that was just something that was bothering me, and I had to nip that in the bud before it gets to be a problem. People just need to understand that the nature of judging people and the nature of pointing out problems in the world, it could come across condescending. That's just how it naturally does. You know, it's not that I'm trying to just be all like Anna Kasparian and, oh, I'm so much better than all you guys. No, that's not my intention here. My intention is to help you people get to a new level so that if you're doing butt sex, if you're doing dangerous things in your life, that you can stop doing that. That's all. That's it. And may you live forever.